You're right here in Galaxy 107 FM, and oh, am I joined by goddesses today. You guys are going to be jealous, you really, really are. Two of the Morris sisters out of three, and believe me, I think I've aced it out, I really have. I've got Natalie with me and Hannah. Now, good morning, good afternoon, good evening over there.
Hi, how are you guys?
We're excited. We absolutely are excited to be able to have you young ladies join us here at Galaxy 107 FM. Now, Southern Halo. How did you come to the name of Southern Halo?
Well, actually, that's a really funny question. Like, we grew up in the South and we would run around as kids. Everybody'd be like, oh, you're like the angels of the South. So, yeah, we just kind of looked at each other like, why don't we call ourselves Southern Halo? Yeah, why not?
Well, you know, I don't think that they've got it wrong, to be quite honest with you. I do think you are absolutely angels. But maybe I might have to do a little research and ask Mum and Dad about that. Now, Natalie is currently in the booth recording. Whereabouts are you guys right now?
So we're actually at our home in Nashville, Tennessee at the moment. We're taking turns getting in and out of the recording studio. We're actually currently right now recording our next album. So we're super excited about that, and we're going to be releasing it early 2018, and we're just so excited we can't hear it.
You know, we are so excited as well, and we were talking earlier on about doing some premiere work for you guys as you release your new album. Now, how would you like to give us a little sneak preview? What's the name of the new album?
So the name of the new album is actually going to be called Just Like in the Movie, and it's a really cool album. It's actually going to be a concept album, so we're going to have lots of videos from the very first song to the last one, kind of tell a story for you guys.
That,
I love the good story, so it's just like...
you know, that's very, very cool. Now, we've been playing your stuff not only here on Galaxy 107 FM, but on our website as well, and believe me, everybody goes to our website to hook in to get the live stream. So they have a look around, and believe me, we get so many requests for you young ladies. Now, we started off, we really do, we really do. Now, we started off with Wagon Wheel. I'm going to ask you about that, but first of all, I want to thank Martha, your manager, for helping us make this happen. Also, Steve Baker, a huge fan. He has been working tirelessly to be able to get you guys here with us here at Galaxy 107 FM. So I've got to thank those guys so much, and thank you for your best wishes, Steve. Got your message. Barbara passed that on. So believe me, it is a huge team that are just huge fans behind you, and it's growing exponentially with us here. We have over 5 million people asking all about you guys, and we did send out a request to everybody. If you've got a favourite question, please let us know. We absolutely got stumped. Literally, our machines just stopped. They gave up. They really did. That many people wanted to know all about you girls. So, first of all, I've got to ask you, Natalia, you're now 20 years of age, is that right?
That's correct. I turned 20 back in May of this year, so it's been treating me well so far.
And Hannah, you're now 17 years of age. Believe me, beautiful young ladies, you really are, and you're so accomplished. You really are. I've been going through all the history that our team have been researching on you guys. A little scared though. I know that you're radio announcers.
You know what? We actually are. So before we started our album, the three girls and I got together and started a radio show called Hang In With Halo. And it was actually released in Europe, on Europe's #1, and lots of country stations in America. And we just had so much fun with it. We unfortunately had to put it on pause while we started creating the next album. As you know, creating an album takes a lot of your time. So we got a place here in Nashville and having so much fun and everything was this and literally traveling all over America and Europe and hopefully New Zealand very soon, making this next album happen, and we are just so excited about finally getting it finished.
Well, I've I've got to let you know, girls, from time to time you're just coming in and out as far as your vocals go, so we will certainly do our best to be able to decipher what you're saying. But in the meantime, so looking forward to your new album and so looking forward to your new work. Now, we had to start the show off with Wagon Wheel. Now, this is basically one of the most requested songs that we have for you girls here at Galaxy 107 FM. Now, tell me, please, tell me all about it.
What, Wagon Wheel? Is that Wagon Wheel? That's so cool. Wow. So we recorded Wagon Wheel right as soon as Darius Rucker came out with the cover of Wagon Wheel. We did it how long ago? If you think we're babies now, we were babies. We recorded that one. I think it was 2010 or 15 we did it. And we've just had so much fun ever since. It's been played on lots of stations, and it's definitely not it. It's Wagon was a great song. We're so glad you guys requested.
Well, I've got to let you know that, believe me, when we first started playing it, we had so many requests for it. People wanted to know who is Southern Halo and where do they come from, all sorts of things. So believe me, we had to literally get our research team on the ball straight away to find out all about you young ladies. And believe me, we even have a couple of your intros, your video intros that we have placed onto our website, and people are just going nuts over you girls here at Galaxy. So I'm just so in awe. I've never actually seen so many people take to your music like these guys have here at Galaxy. So it has just been amazing. And now I want to ask you about moonshine. Now, I know we're not talking about the liquid kind of moonshine. Now, how did you come to writing the lyrics of that?
So that's actually a funny story. Kelsey Ballerini, a famous artist right now, actually co-wrote it with a really good friend of ours named Cat Rabbit, right? Yeah, and it's basically about just having a young love, relationship kind of thing. So yeah, that's Nina's song that she sings on the album. So she loves that, and she's great.
Well, Hannah, I've got to let you know that as an engineer myself, and believe me, I've been in the trade for too many years now. I don't listen to music as a fan would normally listen to it. I listen to it as an engineer would listen to it, and I absolutely adore the whole structure of that song. I really, really do. Where did you get it produced? Who was your producer?
Wow, so our producers were actually some great friend of ours named Cat Rabbit and Gerald O'Brien, and we met them here in Nashville. And we have a great team here in Nashville. We go to Benchmark Sound Studio, and we have a great team, and we all get together and we made it happen. And they were just so amazing and so sweet on the last album that they're helping us. We're just so thankful. Great.
Well, without further ado, and I can't hold 5 million people back now, I really can't. Here is Southern Halo and Moonshine. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Hey, you comfortable there? We've lost your vocals. No, we've lost your vocals altogether. Can't hear you at all.
Wiggle the wire.
Yeah, wiggle the wire. Yes.
Oh my. Yeah, that was our second single from the last album.
So we have been playing it for a couple of weeks now, and believe me, people are picking up on it drastically. It's becoming ridiculous. You guys, believe me, you're putting my staff through old age treatment, I'm sure of it. I'll tell you a little story funny. Very, very shortly. You're going to find it fascinating because, believe me, my receptionist, she now has said to me, Grant, I'm not taking any more requests. I'm not writing them down. I've got writer's cramp. Everything is going on USB. So I come in now, and there's a USB there, and it's just loaded up with people who want Southern Halo's music.
Are you serious?
I am serious. I really, really am. Anyway, let's go back to the desk. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and I'm joined by future icons. Believe me, I think this is going to be very, very true too. Southern Halo, and of course Natasha Morris and Hannah Morris are joining us. Two beautiful young ladies, and unfortunately Christina is in the booth right now doing her thing in the recording studio, so unfortunately she's not going to make it. But please, girls, pass the love on to Christina, because we would love to be able to do something with her in the future as well. Now, I've got to let you guys know, and here's a funny story about this. We've added you to a number of shows that we have here at Galaxy 107 FM, namely Country Show. We have 16 hours, because we don't actually play one sort of music. We play a whole host of music, but we do dedicate particular shows. Now, 16 hours of country music on a Sunday, and I come in on a Monday, and believe me, I was getting a stack, literally a stack of requests for Southern Halo. As I come in, my little pigeonhole was absolutely filled up. But my receptionist says, Grant, you know, I'm sick and tired of this. I am not writing down another request. Done and dusted. I'm getting writer's cramp. So she put it on USB, and I'm getting hundreds and hundreds of requests for you girls on this USB. You guys are just incredible.
Wow, are you kidding me? You just made our whole day. Thank you guys so much. I'm so glad we got to be on the show with y'all.
Well, I've got to be honest with you. Yes, it is a true fact. It really, really is. And I'm so pleased that we've made your day, because believe me, you've made my day just by smiling at me as you are, and being very, very pretty. I'm not going to forget that in a long time. Steve Baker, thank you very much. Now, the thing is, girls, this is going to be like no other interview you've ever had before, believe me. And you will never want another one again. But I've got to also let you know that now that you've done an interview with us here at Galaxy 107 FM, your family, your sisters of ours here, and you can give us a call anytime you feel like and say, hey Grant, I've got something new. Would you be interested in playing it? And you know I'm going to do that. Now, your influences, Pistol Annie's. Now, that goes back a way. Sugarland, Little Big Town. Now, I love Little Big Town. Rascal Flats, a bit of Pink in there as well, I see.
Oh yeah, definitely. Christina actually loves Pink. She's the rocker chick. So she loves a lot of Pink.
Well, I'll let you know something. I was the engineer for her father many, many years ago when he came here to New Zealand.
Really?
Yeah, Billy Idol.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I sort of got in trouble with him, to be quite honest with you. He was being promoted by a company called, now let me get this right, Festival Records here in New Zealand. And they brought him into the country and wanted to do a little shop thing where we could drop into certain record stores back in the day. You know what vinyl's about. And just do a meet and greet with some of the local customers in Auckland, our biggest city in New Zealand. And I got the pleasure of not only taking him around, but also being his engineer. The thing was, and I've got to be honest with you, we kind of got caught up in the back room with lots and lots of grog. And by the time I got him on stage, we had to literally put him on a bar stool and have somebody prop him up. He was that drunk.
Wow. Are you serious?
Yeah, well, just one step away from getting arrested. That was us.
That is seriously a funny story. Oh my goodness.
It really happened. So when I met Pink in Sydney, I had to let her know about this particular incident. She goes, you know, Dad's talked about you. I don't know whether that was a good thing or not.
What a great story to tell. I love that.
So what I want to do now is I want to talk to you about getting you girls here, down under in New Zealand. Would you be interested in performing in front of New Zealand audiences?
Are you kidding? Of course we would love to. Oh, you let us know a date and we will be there. You know it.
I've got a date with 3 lovely young ladies. Believe me, I'm going to make this happen. I really, really am. And I want to be able to see you girls here in New Zealand. But at the same time, you know that we have nothing to do with Australia, which is another country just a couple of hours away from us. They are our distant cousins. We love to hate them as much as anything, like anybody does. You know what I mean? They're like family. We're allowed to give them a bit of stick. We really are. But in the meantime, we'll also tour you guys in Australia as well. I'm thinking maybe 4 shows here in New Zealand, maybe 5 shows in Australia. How do you feel about that?
Oh, we would love that. Are you kidding? Oh, let's do it now.
Yeah. I'm in. Let's do it. I'm sold. I really am. But I've got to ask you, are you up for a little bit of fun as well? While you're here in New Zealand, we'd love to show you around our country, introduce you to some Indigenous folks of New Zealand, which are the Maori, some of our Indigenous lifestyles, and maybe even some crazy wild food. Would you be interested in trying something a little weird?
Yeah, definitely. Am I dreaming right now? Are you being serious?
I am totally serious, absolutely, totally serious. But don't agree to anything too quickly, because believe me, we have a little tradition here that we, with bands that we bring into the country, we like to take them down to the South Island and try some wild foods on them. Have you ever heard of a hoo-hoo grub?
No. What's that?
This is going to be wonderful. It really is. You've heard of a caterpillar, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well this is a super-sized caterpillar. It's white with a black head. Now what you do, this is the weird bit, watch their faces here. You put the body in the mouth and you bite off the head, crunch down on it, and it's like eating creamy peanut butter.
Oh, no.
I knew that reaction was going to come. Yeah, absolutely. And believe me, it's very sustainable. It's nice food, to be quite honest with you. But at the same time, we may take you down the bottom of the South Island and, I don't know, throw you off a bridge.
Hey, we're off to try anything. I'm willing to try it. If y'all say it's good, I'm down.
We have a tourist thing here in New Zealand called bungee jumping, and we love to be able to entertain people with throwing everybody off a bridge. Gladly, though, you're not Australian, so we'll actually attach the bungee.
What? Are you serious?
yeah, no, I do attach the bungee to the Australians every now and again.
Well, that's good. Oh my gosh, okay, I can't wait. This sounds like it's going to be a fun trip.
Oh, it absolutely is. Are you up for maybe doing a bit of skydiving as well?
You know what? I think we can be a little adventurous. I think I wouldn't mind trying the parachute. Yeah, you only live once, right?
The reason why I asked that, and I've got to be honest with you, we're here in Kawerau, we're between 3 major cities. We have Whakatane to one side, Rotorua to one side, and then Tauranga, just a wee way away. Now, in Rotorua, which is predominantly a touristy city, we do a lot of skydiving there. So I have friends there that would be happy to throw me out of a plane anytime. Would you like to join me?
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, we'll also take you to Auckland and take you out on the harbour in Auckland in one of our race boats, who happened, by the way, to win the America's Cup just a couple of months ago.
What? Wow. Man, you guys live on the edge over there. Love it.
Oh, we love our sports here in New Zealand. We love doing all sorts of fun activities. I've got to be honest with you, we ski, we even get out there and do a little wakeboarding and all sorts of crazy stuff here in New Zealand. It's so dominated by sports. In fact, our national sport is rugby union. I'm not sure whether you'd be familiar with that. Again,
Yeah, love it.
we have the world's best, to be quite honest with you, the world champions, the All Blacks, and when you do come here, we'll give you a haka, much like what the All Blacks do.
No, really? Oh, we would love that. That would be awesome. Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding at all. Believe me, we think you are so good that we'd love to be able to turn on the red carpet for you girls and tour you up and down the countryside. Believe me, I think I'm going to have to put on extra security just for me.
Great. Oh my goodness, that would be so much fun. Yeah. We can't wait. I can't wait to come over there. That's going to be a lot of fun.
I am so looking forward to it. Now, I want to know about Rewind. And now, believe me, we get so many requests for Rewind. Tell me all about it. How did the lyrics come to be?
Wow. So Rewind is actually a super special song because it relates a lot to what the girls and I do in the band. We basically talks about just traveling the world, getting to do what we love, playing music, and then coming back home to the Delta and hanging out with your friends at the big one. So it's a fun little summer song. We released it last summer as a single, and it's so much. We had a lot of fun with it. So I hope you guys like it too.
Oh, believe me, our audiences here in New Zealand are absolutely eating it up. So without further ado, let's play it right now. Here's Southern Halo and Rewind. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM.
Hey, by the banks, just a boombox, dancing in the river and the boondocks, trying out my jeans on the rocks. Can we rewind?
So, do you need any drinks or anything? Are you comfortable there?
Yeah, thank you.
Nice, nice. So, next what I'm going to talk about is your websites, your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, stuff like that. How fans can get hold of you, and do you respond to those? Because believe me, it's a huge question. It really, really is. Also, about your music, how do the fans download your music? Are you on Spotify? Are you on iTunes? Places like that. And I always say to my listeners, go and buy the music. You know what I mean? Don't try and get it cheap. Don't try and get it for nothing. Buy the music, because artists need a little bit of gratitude there, don't they?
They really do, actually. People have no idea.
Cool, cool. And also, do you have a merch store as well, so that our fans can buy merchandise off you? Because believe me, we've been getting asked for t-shirts, hats, you name it. Please, can you get me one? So I'm going to ask you if you'll send us some merchandise of yours so that we can run a competition as well.
Oh yeah, we'd love to do that. Yeah, that sounds great.
Nice, nice. I got a whole host of stuff here, but I don't know that I actually need it because I'm doing so well with you, young ladies. Thank you for being so amicable with me.
Thank you for being so easy. You're like the best at this. You're like the best we've ever come across.
Oh, well, I've done it once or twice now.
You're amazing. Thank you.
I've discussed hanging with the radio, but what I want to talk about is the book as well, because I've never been in a book. The only book I'll ever be in is probably the Police Gazette.
Are you serious?
Oh, your sister's missing out, isn't she?
He's so upset knowing this given this is kind of like a last minute thing, so it's like our last day to get it all done. So
Fair enough too. Anyway, let's go back to the desk.
Alrighty.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and believe me, I'm joined by the future icons and young goddesses of country music, of course, being the Morris sisters, coming out of Mississippi. I think I've got that right, haven't I? And of course, Southern Halo. What an amazing band. I'm almost lost for words, I really am. I'm so tongue-tied by such beauty in front of me, it's just unreal. Now, I want to talk to you girls about a book. Now, I have an inkling somewhere that you've been included in a bestseller.
That's right. So there's a best-selling book called Traveling to Mississippi, and it basically, if you look at the book, it tells you like all the really cool places that you could stop at in your travels through Mississippi. And one of Southern Halo, there's a really big bio on in our picture of our album, and it's just really cool. It basically tells a lot of people to come swing by Cleveland, Mississippi, and say hello to us there. It was really cool. We had no idea. It was hot off my door, and it's really cool. We love Mississippi so much.
You guys are so lucky, you really are, because believe me, I think the only book that I'm ever going to be in is the Police Gazette. So I would love to have your opportunities. Now, I know you guys are very animal orientated, if you want, for the want of a better word. You have horses, dogs, cats, ducks, fish, and a hamster.
Yes, right. That's right. Basically have I don't know, maybe we did have a point in time where we had a potbelly pig living in our house. We don't live on a farm. We live on
So you guys actually do live on a farm?
No, we don't live on a farm at all. We live on a golf course.
Oh God, I'm going to your place. I'm sorry. You've got a new roommate. I'm coming. Haven't lived on a golf course before.
Yeah, we love it. We love it. All the golfers come by and all of our animals like run up and play with them, and it's so much cool. We love our hometown.
Yeah. Believe me, I get that impression from you young ladies that you are very town orientated. You love to be able to promote your town and also your state, your province, wherever you are at, including Cleveland. Is it Cleveland? It is Cleveland, isn't it? Let me just
Right.
I'm sorry?
That's right, it's Cleveland.
Yeah, I did get it right. I thought I read that somewhere in these notes here, that you come from Cleveland, and I've always wondered, anybody that comes from Cleveland, that's an unusual name, don't you think, for a state?
It kind of is. Yeah, it is kind of a weird name for a little town. There's actually a lot of places called Cleveland in like America, like in different states. It's really weird.
Yeah. You're quite right, because believe me, I talk to people from all over the United States, and believe me, they come up with some really weird names, and it's just hard for a man like me to get my tongue around. I find it hard to talk the indigenous language here, which is Te Reo or Maori, and I am not quite fluent at it, but I can understand it and can respond. So getting my tongue around some of the indigenous names of America just absolutely floor me sometimes. But I've got to let you know also, I am an American by birth.
Really? Wow. Where were you born?
I was born in Phoenix, Arizona. My father comes from Tucson.
I had no idea, Grant. Wow. So what made you move to New Zealand?
I had no choice in the matter. My father was actually a technician that came to New Zealand to help put the TV companies on the map here in New Zealand. We only had one channel. He came along and put up repeater stations and everything so that we could get more than one. But at the same time, he was also enlisted into the Vietnam War and thought that this was the safest place in the world for his son, so he left me here.
Wow! Oh my gosh, you're so famous!
I wish I was, I really do. But in the meantime, I want to talk to you girls about awards as well, because I kind of feel that you guys are going to be in the lining not too far away for not only a Josie Award, but I think a Grammy's coming your way. Have you got plans on being anywhere special for the 60th Grammy Awards this year?
We really hope to be at the Grammy Awards. We went to a few of the award ceremonies, like the CMA and the CMT Awards, and we've actually even played pre-Grammy parties in LA. So we even have a Grammy museum here in Cleveland, Mississippi.
Yeah, it really is going to be huge this year, being 60 years young. At the same time, I do have a friend of mine who's one of the selectors for the Grammys, and we have been talking about Southern Halo, of all things. Would you believe that? His name is Thornell Jones Jr., and believe me, he says to me, Grant, these girls are just spectacular. I says, Thornell, I am so thankful that you followed up and had a look at these young ladies. How about putting a nomination forward on my behalf? He says, well, I can't do that on your behalf, but we can certainly look into Southern Halo in the near future. So you never know. You might just get a tap on the shoulder from a young man called Thornell Jones Jr. You never know what might hold there, believe me. Now, I want to talk to you girls about your websites. Now, this is important because, believe me, we have so many people that are asking us, how do we get in touch with Southern Halo? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? And do you respond?
You know what, guys? We have good news for you. Yes, you can find us on our website at southernhalo.net, and that'll take you to all of the social media sites like Facebook and Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all that great stuff, and we always respond. We always love, hearing you guys say hello, and we love getting to know you guys. So definitely say hello. Yeah. I don't know about you.
You know something? Now you're just going to get inundated. I know it. You're just going to be too busy to be singing because your fingers are going to wear out typing to people now. But at the same time, I want to know, how do we get hold of your music? Are you on Spotify? Are you on iTunes and all the regular places? And I reiterate, folks, go and buy the music. Don't go and try and be cheap and get it off other sources. Go to these places. Are you there?
Yeah, guys, you guys can check us out on Amazon, Spotify, iTunes, all of that great stuff. But like Grant said, you can always go to our website, again, at southernhalo.net, and check out our album. We even have it on vinyl. So if you're into, record players and vinyl, we have it there as well. And, like Grant said, it's great album. It's great second right now. And let me tell you, it does take some hard work. So we really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Well, we love you here as well, and not only just here in Galaxy 107 FM, but it goes around the world. There's people from Lagos, Nigeria. There's Kingston in Jamaica. They're hooked in right now listening all the way up through the British Isles and places, from England all the way up to Ireland. They're all hooked in listening right now and all giving us best wishes. Now, I have one young lady who texts me all the time with these interviews coming out of Cairns, Australia. She's hit me again and says, please, Grant, can you ask these young ladies, what's their marital status? Do they have boyfriends? Do they have husbands? Are they looking?
You know what? So, yeah, currently I have a boyfriend, and the other two girls, we've just been on the road for so long. We're single, the two single, one has a boyfriend, and I've had him for about probably 4 years now, so he's kind of hanging on for the ride.
Oh, just old hat, right? You two in comfortable old shoes now, aren't you?
And actually, a funny story about that. If you guys look at the music video to Little White Dress, my boyfriend's the guy standing at the altar that I left. So, that's him.
Okay, now I've got it, I understand now. Maybe I understand more why you ran away.
I don't know.
I'm sure he's a keeper, right?
Oh, he's a keeper. He's a good old country boy. We live in Mississippi, so there's lots.
That is so cool, so cool. Now, at the same time, somebody told me, Hannah, that you would be interested in being a vet if you didn't sing or dance.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm the biggest animal lover. So, yeah, I thought being a vet was really, Hannah's always, helping and nurturing everyone. She's always taking care of everyone in the house, and she is the biggest animal. And that says a lot because we love animals. She's the biggest.
Well, I got to congratulate you because I too am a huge animal fan. I got to be honest with you. I have a couple of huge dogs at home that just love me too much, to be quite honest with you. So I can relate to animals. I've always been brought up with animals myself. coming off a farm down the South Island. I was brought up on farmland and know exactly what that's like. Also, Barbara, she lives on a farm right now and has her own sheep and everything like that. So she's quite rural and only about an hour away from where she works here at Galaxy. So it's quite a drive every morning to come and go. But the farm life, you couldn't change it. You really couldn't. Couldn't take the country girl. Well, we took the country girl out of the city, but we couldn't take the country out of the country girl, to be quite honest. So I understand exactly where you're coming from there. And now, at the same time, I want to talk to you about Crank It Up magazine. Have you ever heard of Crank It Up magazine?
No, what? That sounds very familiar. Why does that sound familiar?
Well, I'll let you know that with over 2 million subscribers now, they are our partners here at Galaxy 107 FM, coming out of Pennsylvania. And we want to be able to put you girls into the magazine. I think you'll be due in about Christmas time, the way they're going at the moment, and promote you a little bit more that way. At the same time, I've got to let you know that John Rain, the man who owns Crank It Up magazine, he makes movies. Now,
Really?
yeah, now, he's a big friend of Quentin Tarantino's, and he does a bit of work with Warner Brothers and Universal Studios, also Bollywood and stuff like that. So he is quite an accomplished producer of movies and director. But at the same time, he says to me, Grant, all of the best bands that you're sending us, and we only send them the best, I want a tour here down under in New Zealand. Would you be interested in that? And I says, absolutely. So we work hand in hand in getting as many artists as we possibly can, not only into the magazine, not only being played here at Galaxy 107 FM, but touring here in New Zealand. And we think we would love to be able to have you girls come down here and do a session with us. At the same time, I've got to let you know that we also are hooking up with another industry called television. Haven't actually heard of television before. Well, there is such a thing out there, and they're called Real Music Live, coming out of LA. And I'm not sure whether you'd be old enough to remember the old Solid Gold from back in the day, when they used to have bands on stage, couple of announcers, all that sort of stuff. Well, would you believe that Real Music Live are actually hooked up with NBC TV and have over 85 million people viewing their shows daily, weekly, and whenever they're viewed? We would love to be able to have a chat to them about getting you guys in their studios as well. Would you be up for something like that?
Fred, are you kidding? You're like, that'd be amazing. Are you serious?
Well, I did tell you about Thornell Jones Jr. He's the selector for the Grammys. His brother, Mark Hill, is the manager of that particular deal that we're in negotiations with right now. So one of these days, you never know. For those folks who don't know what TV is, like me, you never know. We may be able to get Southern Halo on their TV channels very, very shortly. Now, I am so fascinated with this. I really, really am, because believe me, we get so many, and I mean so many requests for this particular track. Tell me about Cowboys.
Oh man, Cowboys. I'm so glad you like Cowboys, because it's a funny story. When we entered this thing called the Texaco Country Showdown back in 2014, we made it to the finals because they told us that we could get extra points if we had an original song. So I went home as soon as I heard that, and I wrote Cowboys and like, wow. And I was like, we gotta have an original country song, and Cowboys was born.
Well, I got to be honest with you, and believe me, I've spoken to so many bands throughout the years. You know, the ones that are written on napkins and McDonald's or places like that tend to be the most successful songs ever, believe me. And I think Cowboys, now that you've mentioned that to me, 1 hour, my goodness, 1 hour. It has just gone exponential here at Galaxy 107 FM, so I can't hold it back any longer. Let's play it. Here's Southern Halo, Cowboys.
What fun we're having.
Yeah, this is fun. Are you guys okay
enjoyable.
there?
Hi, thank you. Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, we can. You do drop out from time to time, but we've sort of really accomplished lip readers.
Okay, That's crazy.
Yeah, the only problem is sometimes I do it back and I'm just having some fun.
Oh, man. Thank you.
Oh, look, hey, thank you very, very much. I'm just doing my job. I'm so humbled by being able to meet talent like yourselves, you know?
We're so honored to be on your show today. Thank you so much. You're amazing.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I want to talk to you about Radio Disney because this is fascinating to me. I didn't actually know that Disney had a radio station.
Yeah, that's right. So we've been partnering with Radio Disney Country for maybe the past year now, and we went to the Radio Disney Music Awards this year, and we're there, and it's just been such a great conference. So we've really enjoyed them.
Nice, nice. So what we'll do is we'll have a chat about that. I also want to talk to you about the Grand Ole Opry. Now, I'm not sure, but I have a feeling that you guys have visited this stage before. Is this right?
We actually played at the Ryman Auditorium. That's it. Yes, sir.
Are you living? That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and believe me, I'm in my element today. Yes, I got a couple of goddesses for me, Southern Halo, and I got to welcome along Natalie and also Hannah. Unfortunately, Christine isn't going to be with us, but I am just so humbled that you young ladies are taking the time out to talk to me. Now, I got to ask you, it is just coming into the end of summertime over there. Have you got many concerts lined up for this period of time before you head on back into the studios, which is really weird, seeing Chris is already in the studios?
Yeah, that's correct. So we actually have a whole tour throughout Europe, and we're doing that, let's see, starting October 20th, and we're going to be there for about a week and a half. And then after that, we're going to be doing lots of music videos for our next album. We're going to get all the music videos done before we release the album. So our winter is super fun.
Yeah, I can understand that. I really, really can. I'm sort of hoping somewhere along the lines that you're going to be using VIM, visual marketing there to be able to do your videos. Maybe a little boost there for Steve Baker. You never know. Trying to give him a plug.
I love it. Steve Baker's such a great guy, isn't he?
He really is a great guy, and I'm a big fan of what he does. I've got to be honest with you. He brings me so much wonderful talent, and we kind of make sure that his people get in there before anybody else's, to be quite honest, because we trust Steve so much. We really, really do. And we were so happy when we found you in his files as well. So it's an absolute pleasure to be able to associate you guys with Steve Baker and visual image marketing as well. There you go, Steve. Gave you another plug. How's that? Anyway, I got to ask you, have you ever heard of Lord of the Rings?
Yes, we have heard of that. Yeah.
Okay, well, the reason why I asked that is that when you do come here to New Zealand, just a few kilometres away is where they have the set of Lord of the Rings. Huge tourist attraction right now. We would love to be able to take you and show you around it.
Oh my goodness! Yes, we would love that. Oh, there's so much to do in New Zealand, isn't there?
Well, we try to keep ourselves relatively busy. We're only a small country, so we invent things to do.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we can't wait. I'm ready to come. Let's go.
Well, what I'll do is I'll take you up to Mount Egmont. Can you guys ski?
We are blind, so we're not.
Oh no, I brought a blonde joke into it. Oh my goodness, I was keeping away from those. I was trying to be very PC. But believe me, we would love to be able to take you up to Mount Hutt, somewhere like that, and have a day skiing maybe. If not, we'll put you out on the harbour and some bikes or something like that. You never know what might happen Anything could happen anytime when you're around us here at Galaxy. And believe me, we will not get you arrested. How's that?
Sounds like a plan. Christina, however, never met Christina, the drummer. She might find a way to.
Oh no, believe me, I'm going to enjoy that, because normally I say to people when we invite them over here to New Zealand, if they're not arrested within the first 24 hours, I'm doing something wrong.
That's what Christina would say. Yeah.
I'm so going to get on with these girls, I really am. Now, I've got to talk to you about the one song that has taken Galaxy and swung it around so many times it's not funny. Tell me about Little White Dress.
Oh, I'm so glad you like Little White Dress. That was our very first single from our very first album, and it means the world to us. It was our first in everything. We did radio tours because of that song. Yeah. It took it so many tours for us, and we've had so much fun, and it's my first special.
Well, I've got to be honest with you, and I am absolutely not overstating the case here at all.